Welcome to the Choreography Club, the only video series of its kind, bringing you fresh ideas for your dance classes and performances. My hope is that the material you see here will help to ignite your own spark of creativity and open the way for your own creative genius to emerge. You will meet professional choreographers from around the country, sharing their inspirations in all dance forms, from lyrical to tap, street styles, modern, jazz, ballet, theatrical dance, and children's work. The Choreography Club will also bring you teaching tips for class and performance tips such as choreography strategies and staging ideas. So sit back, relax, and let my team of choreographers and dancers illuminate your imagination with possibilities for your own artistic creations. All the material here is just for you. So twist it, turn it, make it your own, or just use it as it is. Happy dancing and enjoy your Choreography Club. This lyrical number I originally choreographed to the song The Rose by Bette Midler on this CD. Unfortunately, I won't be able to use that song by Bette Midler, The Rose, on this videotape, but I have a song that sounds a little bit like it, same style. So let's learn the combination. The first thing we're going to do is just pull back, just a pull back like a Fred Astaire pull back. 1, 2, but it loops over like this. By 3, 4, it's best if you're all the way around to here, because we're going to do a fan kick out of it, and you want to get a little bit all the way around before you do that fan kick. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, here's my fan, 5, 6, it's behind me, and I just undo myself, 7, 8. It's really got a very nice flow to it when you put it all together. So let's do that. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do 2 développés with my arms in fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now from here, I'm just going to sway back and forth. So I had my développé, and I sway 1, 2, 3, 4. My right knee bends, and I come flat back. 5, 6, as if I'm looking down into a river, and I come up 7, 8, and suspend to that back corner. So let's put that all together. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sway 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suspend 7, 8. I'm down on the 1. A double turn on 2, 3, stepping on 4. 2, 3, step on 4, lay it out. 5, 6, prepare 7, 8. Let's do that all again with some flow. We're going to take it back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, undo 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up 7, 8. You're here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From here, I'm going to do an attitude turn on 1, 2, 3, and I'm down by count number 4. So I'm going to turn up my right leg right away. On 1, 2, 3, land 4, continue with a high chaîné, 5, 6, walk 7, 8. I'm going to open 1, 2. Now this is sort of like that little fan kick thing I did in the beginning. Sort of. 1, 2, in that my leg comes off and goes all the way around as I go around, but my arms stay here. 1, 2, I'm around 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way down. From here, I'm just going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, lift up on 5, 6, I'm down on 7, 8. One more count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just push back 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go into that attitude turn. So I just did my layout, landed 7, 8. Turn out on 1, 2, 3, cross over on the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Open as much as you can. 1, 2. It's a little bit of a contraction. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the ground. Coming around 1, 2, 3, 4. You're up on 5, 6, soft on 7, 8. Now look, both legs open, and then I'm in a fourth position. 1, 2, 3, up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now I'll put on the music, and I'll dance that much for you. Let's go on. We were here on the floor. This was count number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to push off and roll on 1, 2, 3. I've got to have my foot here 4, 5, 6 because I'm going to be up on the 6. 2 chaîné turns. 7, 8, 1, 2, out on the 3. Now, on those chaîné turns, my arms were in middle fifth here. My next chaîné turn to the left, I'm going to loop it over. So I'm out on the 3, 4, 5, 6, crossover, 7, 8, 1. Nice and low. 2, 3 is a pivot, précipité, as a preparation for a big saut de chat. That's a développé leap. Now, let me do it for you a little bit more of the tempo so I can do those jumps for you. So we were down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boy, you really feel this in that quadricep on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, up on 5, 6. So I can go 7, 8. 1, 2, stop on 3. 4, 5, 6, 7 is across. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just going to come around and wrap 1, 2, 3, 4, so I can undo myself 5, 6, 7, 8, and be ready to continue across the stage. Let's do that one more time. So, down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, up on 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, cross on 7, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. We're going to lift and wrap, take it around, and be ready to move again on the right leg. But before we do that, I'll just dance that much for you. Into recycling and reusing material, and in a little bit I'm going to show you how I did this. The material's taken apart for a boy-girl duet, and this next part is where the boy comes in. You'll see a little bit of variation from what I'm teaching you because, you know, the dancers were more comfortable with other kinds of movement. But I want to just teach you this material as I choreographed it, then I'll show you some variations on it. So the way I choreographed it, because it's comfortable on me, is the next part is a sauté and then an arabesque. And you're going to see when I have my boy do this, he does 2 sautés. He jumps twice. I only jump once. So anyway, I came around with my wrap and then get ready for the right foot. The next part is step, jump, walk, walk, step, arabesque, walk, walk. So coming across in first arabesque, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, long, 7, 8. And you see that my long one was an élongé, which means I was in plié in my left leg so that I could get a little bit higher up there in my arabesque. So, see what I mean? It's comfortable for me. 2 jumps, boys like that. Here we go. From the sauté arabesque, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From here, I'm going to assemblé on count number 1, 2. 1, 2, so I have one more little jump right there. I turn 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my 8 is another layout. Let's put that all together just with a little bit more flow. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Walking 2 count, a chaîné on the left, into a leap that lands. I did my leap with V arms. So up to tempo, it looks like this. I was here on 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Walk front, 7, 8. So on 7, 8, I want to get straight to the front. Now when I show you the demo, you'll see that the boy, he was very enthusiastic about that left leap, and he wanted to do 2 in a row. So you're going to see that on the variation. I do 1. So we were just right here on 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Walk front, 7, 8. From here, this is a really neat jump. It's so easy, and if you have boys, they can really get high on this. All I'm really going to do is jump straight up and fountain my arms, coupe my right foot back. So it looks like this. 1, 2, and I just come straight down. Rolling around to a back T, again to a front T, and you'll see my boy does a little variation on this because he has so much upper body strength. But for me, I like to put the split there in my choreography for the girl, and then she just comes straight up. So let's do that all from the top. Let's go from the sauté arabesque all the way to the end there. So my sauté arabesque is on my right foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, élongé, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 ensemble, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, lay out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come around quickly. It's your bottom leg that goes into the split. And if you can get a really big arch on this, that would be so nice. Just close up your legs and lift. And now I'll dance that much for you with the music.
The material I just taught you was also used as the romance pas de deux in my Nutcracker All Jazzed Up as the boy and girl duet. The music you are hearing is from the soundtrack to that video series. Let's watch. I bring the male on to assist the female in her exit, and then he continues the culmination. You can see he has varied it a little as he wanted to do 2 leaps instead of the élongé. And then I bring back both dancers to complete the pas de deux.
Hi, I'm Lyn Cramer, and this is an intermediate advanced jazz combination put together for agility and power. It's very, very fast. It's not necessarily set to any particular piece of music. If you're like I am in the studio, sometimes I want to put on a long play and I want to dance my class in groups and I just want to go, go, go. It helps to increase their aerobic capacity, make them stronger and more agile. So that's kind of what we're going for here. We start upstage and we come downstage to the mirror, reaching up, up, down, down, cross, drag, hold, ball, change. Preparation, your arm comes through. Inside double pirouette, step out of it, pop up to a passe, step down. Let me give you those counts. You take off going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hold 7, step down 8. You're coming around the corner and walking straight to stage left. From here, you cut into your right. 1, 2, step across. 3, rond de jambe inside, hands go to your hips. You roll your right shoulder and then your left shoulder and hip. So you've walked out, actually let me come from here. You've walked out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're going to cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands roll 7, roll 8, and the focus stays forward. Step down with the right foot, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. The feet are doing 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Step, ball change, step with the right foot, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. But the shoulders are going 1 and 2 and 3, 4. So the pump on the shoulder is right, and that accent is down. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Step on your right foot. 5, pop into your hip. 6. Switch 7, you're going to step down on your right foot. 8, and come up to releve passe. Now that's not a jump, you're just pressing to the releve. So you've come out of the roll, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Step 2, step 3, step 4, rock 5, 6. This is a battement, 7, pull in 8. All right, let me go back for that. After you come out of count number 1, you're in releve here 1, step across 2, step out 3, turn back 4, rock your hips 5, 6, battement 7, 8. Easy balance because the music is so quick. Right, from the roll on 7, 8, from there. 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we're in our passe releve. We just did battement releve. We step out 1, 2, you're going to do a touch ball change, 3 and 4. Double outside pirouette, 5, 6. You're going to come out of it into a cut position. This turns you again, and you press into your right hip, and your hands go above your head. You look up. This is the count of 1, and we hold count 2. Now let me show you again how that works. You've gone battement, 7, 8, stepping out 1, 2, 3 and 4, turn 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, hold 2. Now I'll do that for you, but a little faster. Okay, so we come out of this 7, 8, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. All right, now what I'll do from here is go from the very beginning with the music up to there, and we're about halfway through. Let's continue on. We've pressed into the hands on the count of 1. We hold 2, pas de bourrée 3 and 4. Now notice my arms are down. This is a back coupe turn to a releve extension with the leg low. We're going to corner 2. Boom. Excuse my little hop there. That should be done without a hop. So when you come out of this, you have 1, hold 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the more you can get, I kind of stepped under myself, but the step should really travel to the corner on 7, 8. Now you're going to do a sauté passe. This one's a jump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is a big plie. The leg swing backs and extends, and you pike over to a contraction, so you're here. And it happens 7, 8, 1 are your count. 7 is your left foot. 7, 8, 1. So let's go back. We're here on 1, 1 hold 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From the press up, 1 hold 2, 3 and 4, 5 extend, walk 7, 8 up, 1, 2, 3 turn back, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Now you're going to keep going from this position. 2, 3 pivot, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. So you're just slapping your thighs. So again, after you've come out of 7, 8, 1, 7, 8, 1, keep turning 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8. Finishing the phrase, reach, drop, down, down, up, up, second. Now, I'm in a parallel second position, plie with a torso twist. My arms are in second and my back heel is lifted. So you want to be here when you come out of that turn. All right, so we have come out of the last 4 and gone 5, 6, and 7, reached forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, up, down. Now let's go back from the press and put all of that together. All right, we press. 1 hold 2, 3 and 4, back 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now from here you're going to cross your arms. 1, jazz hand, 2, drop and circle, 3, 4, now we're headed upstage. We walk 5, 6, 7, neutral on the count of 8. All right, we've come out of the turn, and we're here, crossing the arms. 1, 2, circle, 4. Head right, head left, head up, head down. We're going to start from the press up this one last time. So we have 1 hold 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Head back. 1, 3, down, 5, 6, up, down. Cross your arms, drop your chest, head right, head left, up, down. From here, you're going to step onto your right foot and fouette. 1, 2, 3, step 4, and the right leg reaches to the corner. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Now, a sassy little kickball change with shoulders, boom, bom, bom. So your left shoulder goes with your right foot, and as you ball change, the right shoulder comes front. From here, you're going to step into a hip turn and press through. Let me show you kind of how a hip turn works. I think of a barber pole, those old-fashioned barber poles, where the stripes go down in a downward motion. And so your body does that same thing. I drag my foot in coupe, my hands come forward against the body like you're shutting a window, and you push your hip forward and press through. So I literally start on the ball of the foot but roll down to a plie. All those pieces are incorporated into a hip turn. So when you start, you come out of it, it's easy to step down away from the turn and press into the hip and step out. All right, so we've gone, let's go back to here. We go into our fouette, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, step 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, sassy kickball change, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Now look how far I walked. Way over to the left. After you come out of that hip turn, you just keep moving. This is a big plie and sets you up for our last 8, which is a big jump and a roll to the floor. You're going to chaîné jeté, go to the floor, and come around and head snaps on 8, looking at the audience. So let's go back. We're going to step into the fouette. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, step 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and a kickball change. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, head 8. And now I'll dance the whole thing for you from the beginning.
spotlight choreographer on Choreography Club Volume 7 is Valerie Bishop. Valerie is an intriguing woman with a perspective rarely shared. Here is a choreographer who really does dare to be different. This woman impressed me not only as a choreographer teacher, but as a remarkable person that speaks her mind freely and is courageous and strong in her journey through life because of her incredible faith and sense of purpose. It is my pleasure to introduce a true visionary, Valerie Bishop. What is your opening advice to choreographers?
My advice to beginning choreographers, or actually any choreographers, is please throw away your list, your checklist. Gotta do fouettes, gotta do, I gotta have 80 billion turns, gotta have these jumps, gotta make them look sexy, it's not sexy enough, gotta wear this kind of costume. Throw all that away as a choreographer. Because you have something inside of you that no one else has, and there's something in there. And reach inside yourself and find out what it is that you do. Not what someone else does, but what you do. And figure out what that is. Let that emerge. Do not clone yourself or clone yourself off somebody else that you've seen. Find out who you are, find out what's inside, and let it go. And take risks, big risks.
Tell us about your piece, Tower of Babel, that won the Choreography Award in Arlington, Texas, 2005.
The story of Tower of Babel came about when my studio was producing a production called the Genesis Project, and it was basically an entire dance production based on the book of Genesis. Well, as I started studying it out, I came across a story about the Tower of Babel. And yeah, it's great. Oh, they try to build a tower. They, thought that it was going to build to the heavens, and God came down and destroyed the tower. Well, the message behind that and the application behind that to me was very powerful. And I wanted to create a version of how if that happened today, how would that message and that story in the Bible affect us, and what is God trying to tell us today through that story? And the message that I got through that story was that it's all about pride. It's all about, I can do anything. I don't need anybody else. I am great. I am, going to do this, and this, and just watch me go. And the humor part of that is God said, "Oh, really?" And it just was very powerful to me. I wanted to do it in a comic, and not so much in a comic way, but in a somewhat quirky way, as Cathy has put it, but to also really get across a message that we all build these towers, whatever the towers are in your life. Whether it's your car, I got to have the perfect car, I've got to have the perfect job, I've got to have the perfect, house. And all those things are great, and yes, it's not wrong for us to want those things, but when those things do take the place of God in our lives, it is wrong. And really wanted to go out in the competition world where there's not much God anywhere, and really kind of shake things up a bit. The costumes and the makeup and the whole package are definitely over the top. I tried to create someone of a, versus the biblical days, when it was happening, as like more of a futuristic. If the Tower of Babel was happening in the future, what would that look like? Everyone was all the same back then, so it was they all spoke the same language, they all looked the same, and it wasn't until after the tower was smashed that God confused all the languages, and then that's where all our languages came from. That's where everybody speaks different languages across the world. So at that time, though, it was almost like they were clones of each other, and they were all the same. So wanting to create this kind of futuristic, modern day version of what the Tower of Babel was and what its message is to us today.
How do you come up with new choreography?
The way I come up with choreography is a very scary thing. I have things that pop into my head. I see visions. My favorite way to choreograph, even though, yes, there's times I plan, there's times that I have things diagrammed on paper, especially if there's big production pieces where it involves so much staging, all that, yeah, I gotta do all that. Inspirational-wise, or my favorite way to choreograph is to literally go in with a blank canvas and be just as excited as the dancers to see what in the world is going to come out of it next. I have never taken any of the credit for the choreography because it is so out there that there's no way anybody in their right mind could do that. So I've always given the credit to God, and again, I'm just as blown away as everyone else is by it, because I really don't realize what I'm doing when I'm doing it, and I see the finished products that are just like the vision that He's given me in my head. You don't really receive when you go and you plan and you have your list and I've got to do this and they've got to do this, and you miss out on the joy and that incredible high that I believe God gifts choreographers with, that if they would just trust Him to go with the flow, the results that they would achieve would be past their wildest dreams.
How do you get these messages?
The way that I get the message is that I believe God gives me visions. I see things in my head. I also study the Bible a lot, I pray a lot, and through that time I get inspiration. Through that time I believe that He, by these visions, gives me something that He wants me to do. I see patterns, I see things, I see the ups and the downs, and I see where the piece wants to go. And because I realize it's never about the steps anyway. I don't care if they're in class doing pliés or tendus or whatever. It's never ever about the steps. There's always some purpose behind every single thing that they're doing. So they need to know right up front what the purpose is. It's just about making all of those things come together. And then stuff will happen that I didn't plan. Stuff will, emerge that I didn't even know. Tower of Babel is a mystery to me to this day. I still look at it and go, how in the world did I figure that out? And that, again, I didn't.
I have a video, Dances for Dance Teams, which doesn't seem to appeal to the artistic choreographer, such as yourself, merely by the title of the video. However, choreographers striving for artistry often ask me about staging informations. Although I do have a video on staging informations, I have an interesting segment on designing floor patterns on my Dances for Dance Teams Volume 2. Since my choreography club customers rarely cross over into getting videos for dance and drill teams, I thought it might be valuable to show you this segment on designing a staged formation.
Here's one of my most very favorite staging tricks. I use this one a lot, and the pattern, the dancers and I call it hot lunch, because the first time I did it in a dance called hot lunch, and it was very sensational. Everybody went, ooh. So, you just change it a little bit, different music, different costume, a little bit different movement, but pretty much the same map. So here's how hot lunch works. Hot lunch always starts with dancers back here in lines. So let's say I have dancers back here in lines, and we always know, let's just say I have 4, even though there's always more than that. We always know that this is the row, and in here is the window or the aisle. So I'm going to have some other dancers coming in behind them. I always have to start with the 2 rows for hot lunch. And so these dancers here in the front are going to establish what is the row. These dancers have to just oblige them and go, well, since she's standing here, I guess my window will be right there, since these guys are here, because they can't see this guy, right? They're in front. So these dancers back here have to go into the windows. All right, here's how hot lunch works. Usually in hot lunch, I'll first have the rows go to the right and the left. So they do the right-left thing like this, and they're in canon. Don't have to, but it looks neat. Then these dancers come forward. Now your first dancers are the most important dancers coming forward. And I always have them coming forward in some big sensational way, like chasse, step, leap. You know, they're going to do some big thing or kick, or they do something big as they're coming forward. These guys are going to come through 8 counts later. But what am I going to do with these guys? I got to get them out of the way. So you can do it 2 ways. You can say, look, you danced here, so you go into the aisle. Then these guys kind of have to shift over to be in the row. So that's kind of hard. The easier thing to do is to make the first dancers who have established the row stay in the row. It's a little bit tricky for them, but they can do it. So they come down, they stay here, and then they start their path going back. One way you can do it. That's how it's going to be in the second example I show you. But in the first example I show you, it was like this. They come down, they move over, and they start on their way back. Now you see, they're starting on their way back. So these guys coming down, look, they're going to bump into them. So these guys, they have to kind of move over a little bit to come through, which is a little bit tricky. So it's easier if you have these guys come there and then go right back into their row. Just go right back up. Then everybody else can come down and join them. Sounds so complicated, and you know what, it is. But let's look at some slow motion clips and you'll see how hot lunch works. Before we look at the clip of the dance, let me just show you the choreography. It's really very simple, but if you know what the choreography is, it's kind of a little bit easier to recognize what's going on. So remember I said I'll have them move to the right or left first. So here's my right and left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, walk, 7, 8. Now the first line has already gone, but that's what the second line does to wait while everybody has taken off and established the rows going forward. Then the choreography goes forward. 1, 2, jump 3 and 4, turn 5, 6, to the front into the splits, 7, 8. I'm in a row. I just came up. Here comes some more dancers. I'd better get out of the way. I get out of the way just barely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm in the aisle. I've got to move back because dancers are coming forward. They need a place to go. So in this example, I move back until I'm in place. Then you see dancers on the floor here waiting while all those other dancers are doing hot lunch forward. They're all just jumping away to the front of the stage. We're waiting, and when everybody gets in place, I have some kind of unison movement for them all so that they can all come back and resolve into unison. So now that you know the choreography, I think it'll be a little bit more clear to watch the clip. Let's watch it. Okay, let's watch this staging since you already know the choreography. As I said, the first group of girls aren't going to do the turn. They come forward on the 1, 2, 3, and 4. But the back lines, as they enter, do the turn. So they have something to do while the other lines are coming front. Now, did you see how the lines had to sort of shift over so they could make it into the row? Watch the middle of the screen. This girl barely gets out of the way on time before the split starts. So you really have to practice knowing which are your aisles and which are your rows. Now, as we know, I always like to resolve a chaotic picture like that with some unison. And here I just had everyone in such tidy little rows. Let's look at that whole combination again, but up to speed. And I think you'll get an idea of how complicated the staging looks, but how really simple the movement is. So now we had to establish where are our rows and where are our aisles. Here's another version of what I call my hot lunch staging. You can see I have my little formula going on where the groups go from right to left first. Then a group comes through and they establish what will be the aisle and what will be the rows. So the second girls through, they have it kind of easy. They just have to know who to follow.
Here are some more choreography tips. On my videos and to my students, I always share my great love of recycling choreography. I just really don't have the time to reinvent the wheel, and I really don't have to, especially when movement is so pliable and can be reapplied to different situations. Let me give you examples of some of my recycling for you to consider whether this concept can work for you too. I once choreographed a solo in a very sensitive and passionate piece called Joan of Arc. The combination was featured on my Modaz video. The movement, I thought, was strong enough to take demand of the stage, especially on this dynamic dancer. I tried an experiment the next year and used some of the choreography with a group. You can see that using composition tools such as time, space, and energy, I was able to stage this into a beautiful group piece. Because of the canon and the level change, the staging just seemed to work. Here is another phrase of movement I really like and have used in many different dances. It's an arm circle into a contraction, a ball change with the arms, and then a passe turn that goes off balance. Here you see it again in real time. I recycled this phrase into a dance I choreographed for the show South Pacific. You can see it works really well with just a costume change, a change of dynamics and energy, and in the staging itself. Here is one of my favorite recycles. I choreographed the Spanish dance for my Nutcracker all jazzed up for these dancers in very pop Mexican-style hats and jumpsuits. You can see that the piece is light and playful, and this opening segment is done mostly in unison. Years later, I was choreographing Linda Etter's version of Don Quixote, a very passionate rendition of the song from Man of La Mancha. Here you see the same material done by a soloist with much sleeker and more sophisticated costume and lighting to complement the passionate theme of the music. The dancer for this needed to be a more mature and skilled technician to interpret the choreography with the musicality expressed in the song. So you may want to join me in my enthusiasm when it comes to recycling. I change the costume, the music, the mood, and the lighting, and save myself hours of time, and I get to see some of my favorite movement reincarnated.
We had actually planned on going to another competition before going to Cathy Roe. We actually had it on the schedule. I'm a very organized person and very, parents know everything up front. And I got the literature in the mail for Cathy Roe, and I just about died because of what I read. No tricks, no foot, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I think I found my soulmate. So I told the parents, I said, listen, I've never been to this competition. I don't know this woman, but I really feel drawn and really feel like we are supposed to go to this competition. I said, she believes in everything that I believe in, and I feel that there's something really strong there. And sure enough, we went, and I was blown away by what she had to say to the audience. My parents were... That was incredible. We loved this. The fact that she explained how choreography is, it was like they asked me, they said, did you put her up to that? Did she, have you guys talked or met before? So the fact is that there's somebody out there that is doing it and making a difference and refusing to follow that mold, of what it needs to be. I thought I was alone out there, and that's why I was trying to do it. So I'm just so encouraged and would love to do anything I can to support her vision and work with her or whatever I can do to make it happen, because it needs to happen. And then you've got these talented, amazing dancers that technically are, you can drool over, but you watch the choreography and it's the same thing over and over and over again. And somebody taking a stand to say, you know what, there's something wrong here. I want to do something about it. I want to make a difference. I'm like, amen, let's do it together.